The Second Age. Eris tumbled down the hillside, groaning as he came to a halt at the bottom. Trying to sit up, he noticed a heavy weight upon his chest. He was stunned to see he was wearing that armor he found in a cave. Eris rolled to his chest and pushed himself up, taking in his surroundings. He was standing in a field of wheat that appeared to be near harvest. The sky was dark, like heavy rain had passed, but more was yet to come. On the horizon, heading his way, a knight, mounted on horseback, galloping nearby down a road, in armor similar to Eris's. The boy watched in confusion as the knight slumped over and fell off his horse, collapsing onto a muddy road. The young hunter hurriedly raced towards the wounded rider, hoping to be of assistance. Eris slowed as he neared the crippled warrior, then halted and knelt when he heard a harsh and terrible gritty voice. Hiding in the wheat, he peered around, searching for the newcomer. The young man was shocked to see 3 goblins walking towards the dying soldier. Goblins aren't real. There were pictures in children's books, surely, but this was the stuff of fantasy. Or was it?
Well, what do we have here?
Clamored one of the green monsters.
Lunch,
cheered one of the other short creatures. The last one, who was carrying a bow, looked around.
I smell something,
he whispered to his party. Eris' stomach jumped to his throat. He knew his cover was about to be blown. Without thinking, he charged the few steps to the nearest of the goblins. Using the sharp edge of his armor that covered his elbows, Eris stabbed the unsuspecting goblin in the back. The spry hunter grasped the axe that fell from the dead goblin's hand, catching it before it hit the mud. Using the weapon, he made short work of the next brute, whose screaming was quickly silenced. Turning his attention to the last goblin, Eris noticed that the foul archer was about to loose an arrow. Without any hesitation, Eris lobbed his axe at him. Breathing heavily, Eris started to shake in the silence after battle. He only then had a moment to reflect. Where was he? Just minutes ago, he was in a cave not far from his village. Now he had been transported to somewhere. Maybe some when? It was springtime at home, and this wheat was late autumn. It was time to get answers. Eris picked himself up and started walking towards the fallen knight. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode from the Realm of Vasten. We're starting a new big project today. It's been a little bit since we started a new project, I think, right? I guess last episode we did one as kind of a standalone. And this is kind of another standalone, but it's not going to get done in one. I'm telling you now, I'm not going to let myself do this all in one episode because it is just too much time. So this is for Chef Boyardee, who donated money for Klautos' sister on our Vasten holiday charity drive that we did. And if you donated over a certain amount, then you get a house in Vasten. And we've decided to kind of go all in on the houses. So this is Chef Boyardee's Vasten house. And it's going to be, I asked, well, what kind of thing do you want? Do you have any suggestions? And he said, well, how about like a restaurant? And I said, that is a great idea. We need a restaurant. And so here it is. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a full-blown little outdoor eatery with places. And I want to do really oddly shaped houses. That's the idea. That's something I want to learn how to do better. And that's what we're going to work on. So I did this marketplace with a granite floor. I think it works okay. And then I did just kind of really random house shapes here. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to we're just going to peek up roofs and with concrete, all different concrete shingles, and then just see how it looks. The reason why you want to use concrete instead of stairs is so that we can have snow layers up on top of them, right? That's pretty important for this area. So snow layers, and then that way we can put ice on top of that and all that kind of stuff. Ice, kind of like what we did over at the church. So ignore these things. Don't worry about these things. We'll get to those in all good time. Those are coming in episodes soon. So the city is blowing up. So we're gonna have a vote in this episode, but I don't have it narrowed down yet. I need to talk to my buddies over on Discord. We're gonna have a vote. You know what? Let me go get some rockets too. I'm gonna need some. We're gonna have a vote on Discord about what the name of this city is, and we just need to sort of narrow it down. We got so many good suggestions 2 weeks ago, and I'm tired of calling it the Ice Kingdom. I think we need to come up with a real name here at some point. So let me see. What blocks do I want to use? Well, you know, it's an interesting thing. Rather than just cut now and do some building, let me show you. I do want to base this a little bit on sort of how Krittle did his area, because I think it's important to keep the town sort of cohesive. So let's just look at this front part of Krittle's build. Here we go. And here, like this stone layer, like I'll mix in stone, cobble, crackstone, the andesite, the normal sort of mixture that we do. But then if you look up here, Krittle used, like, there's some wood on this one, there's some of the brown Tudor blocks, there's some of the blue concrete, that's pink concrete, I think. This might be light blue concrete. I don't actually remember. Can I see if I do this? If you look at targeted block, trapdoor. Oh wait, I just saw it. Yeah, cyan. I knew it wasn't blue. Yeah, cyan concrete. That's right. Okay. Yeah. So, and that's pink. This is gray, I think. What is this? I still get mixed up. Light gray. That's light gray. Okay. Yeah. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use a bit of a mixture of these and different woods and all that kind of stuff for the outside and everything. So I have been collecting wood. I have a whole bunch of dark oak and a whole bunch of spruce that I've been harvesting like a crazy person. Oh, this looks like Krittle build. And I saw Ninny was on, but I'm not sure what he was doing. We got to work on that at some point. I want to stop using this command block and get out to the boat. At some point soon, it's coming. At some point soon. So let me do now a bunch of building, because I got to collect a bunch of concrete, I think, probably for the upper layer. And I'm going to use oak, dark oak, and spruce, I think, for the wood types. I think that probably makes sense. That's stuff that's found here. At least not dark oak, I guess, but the rest of them. And then eventually I'll texture this ground, but I want to see where it's going to be. This is going to be an outdoor eatery sort of situation. So I got to figure out where the doors are going to be. So I think there could be a door here. Let's do that. Because these doors are going to have... This is kind of... I like this little walkway back in here. And this is going to be a wall. So the andesite is a wall. And these are buildings. These are like houses and restaurants and stuff. So let's do a wall here. That'll be good. Windows are going to be a little bit complicated. Let's do a sideways wall here. That'll be fine. Or a door, I mean. Because I do want to have like little entryways to... Ooh, maybe this one here? That could be kind of cool. Do I have it? Yeah, let's do that. And maybe here? Yeah. So the idea is you're going to start here, and then you might walk in. Oh, I want a bison. You know, go over there. Oh, I want a venison, and go over here. And, oh, I want some vegetables. Go over here. That kind of thing. So I do have an idea for some barrels and things that we're going to work on later. But I just need to get the actual building done first. So I think maybe all these places have doors now. I think maybe not that one over there. Let's go over here. Okay, let me get some building done. I'm going to do some framework for different places. Oops. You can see that is a fake. Where is this? There we go. Yeah, it's a facade. So underneath this, there's a little bit of a hole with torches. So let me get some working, and I'll come back. Things are going great, except for me being poisoned by a witch. But other than that, things are going just fine. I have a whole bunch of this stuff sort of worked out here as far as putting in a lot of the detail work. I tried to do a good mixture of oak, dark oak, and spruce, of which I have a lot of. And, you know, I added a recipe, which I've meant to add weeks ago, probably. And I just never think of it whenever I'm not playing. And then when I am playing, I just don't do it. But, yeah, sorry, fellow Realm of Vasten members. Sorry this took so long to get in, but I'll add this to both. I am keeping the recipes exactly the same on both Vasten Dimensions and Realm of Vasten. This is something that we've been talking about on Realm of Vasten for quite some time, is adding in the bark blocks. So so we have this now. Basically four of these for 4 of these. It just makes sense. It's just fine. I'd like to use these interchangeably, but I hate taking a loss. Wood already takes long enough to make that I don't really want to use it, you know, to take any more time. So, yeah, so I've been just kind of laying out like the sort of this is kind of how I do odd roofs. You know, I kind of put peaks in random places and then kind of connect the top of the roofs. Usually, usually with wood, but it's a lot nicer now with the bark blocks. So I've been using these exclusively. Some of these are going to have flatter tops, I think, probably just to mix it up a little bit. Some of these may be all stone, like I'm thinking this one and maybe this one, and maybe connect these. I'm not really sure how yet until we get some of the roofs in. The only one that I did is this this pink concrete, because we had some pink dye laying around, so I've utilized that and made some. It's okay. It's all right. Got some. I just wish concrete was a little faster to craft, but it's okay. Oh, I see you. See you lurking over there. Okay. Anyway, so I think that the next step is going to be to put in a bunch of roof tiles, and I'm going to do a mixture. I'm going to do some, I think, some wood, a lot of the concrete shingles and stuff like that. I think. And then, you know, once we get that done, then we can work out exactly what the siding and all that kind of stuff is going to be. But I figure let's go ahead and do the roofs first, because that's going to allow, well, for one thing, I want to do it before it snows. And for another thing, that's going to allow for a little bit more time to kind of figure out what, there we go. Thank you. What we should, what color scheme we should use anyway. So let me work out some of that, and then we'll come back. Sometimes I get a little too big for my britches. Actually, that Electra glitch got me again. I was kind of down health, yeah, and so I died. So I thought I was just getting ready. Like I was going to get some more food because my health was low and I was out of food. And I thought that, hey, I should bring my friends in and show you what I've been building. So instead, let's go retrieve my stuff, and then I will show you what we're building after I get my stuff back. Darn it, man. I was just looking through data packs since I had the Exumavoid site open, his personal website, because I think this is new. I'm pretty sure that was not here before. In fact, actually, I think maybe someone's working on this path. I think not this path, but the one back over there. Oh, darn it! Where did that string go? Here? No. Here? No. Here? That's why you don't walk and punch. Here? Oh man, one of these meticulously, perfectly covered places is going to get snow on it next time it snows. Was it here? Here. Aha! I knew I could find it. Anyway, I was looking through Exumavoid's website about all these data packs because I had it open because that's where I got the 4x4 logs equals. Oh wait, yeah, down here. The 4x4 logs equals a, wood. I think it's just called wood now. Yeah. Yeah. I had so much stuff on me. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out where these things go. This one goes here. I've been putting my stuff in the same spots for so long in this game. I get, if it's not in the right place, I get very, it's very hard for me to remember where things are. I had torch. Oh no, well, maybe I used all my torches. I thought I had some left, but any torches here? No, but I needed some more ender pearls too. Okay, well, whatever. I'm out of torches. I have 4 pieces of armor. 1, 2, 3, 4 bow. Yeah, I think I'm good. Okay, I got everything except for, oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. So anyway, so I've been working on these houses. Wait, I was talking. I gotta stop interrupting myself. There's 2 things I want to do. New Year's resolutions for YouTube. 3 things. 3 things. We should talk about that. New Year's resolutions, right? It's a big deal. 3 things that I want to do. 1, the only thing I have for my channel that I want to get is I have the year-long goal of 10,000 subscribers. That's an enormous goal. Enormous. Going from, just a month and a half ago, I had 600. So I'm gonna go from 600 to 10,000. That's my big YouTube goal. We'll see. So tell your friends about Vasten. I think it's pretty cool. Oh, by the way, I finished that in the live stream. I don't know if I showed that or not. This used to be podzol, and now it's all spruce, straight spruce. And I'm going to later go in detail with maybe some dark oak and just give it some shadows and some shading and stuff. But I bit my tongue. And it's so difficult to talk and not continue to bite. I just bit it again. I just keep biting my tongue constantly. Yeah, so 3 things that I want to do New Year's resolutions. 1, I want to stop saying or that kind of thing. It's unprofessional. It's unnecessary. Just leave silence instead of say that. So I'd like to eliminate that from my speech. I get it mostly when I'm monologuing. I don't naturally say a bunch of in speech. It's more just when I'm sitting here talking, for 30 minutes by myself. And I want to stop interrupting myself in mid thought, because when I go back and watch videos of mine, it's sometimes hard to watch because I'm constantly interrupting myself. Okay, this is where I almost died because they were like, I walked in this room to light it up and there were about 4 skeletons in here, and I tried to run and I made it out. So I made it out enough, but then I had no more food. So here's what I've been working on. I've been working on this area, putting all different roofs, different ideas. This is quartz. We actually have quite a bit of quartz. I don't know who's been crushing the nether harvesting and stuff, but there's a lot of quartz here. So I use some of it just to make this. And then up on top is a mixture of. I try to use all full blocks on the main roofs because of snow layers coming. We're gonna put some snow layers to put some ice dripping down and stuff like that. I think it should be really cool. This is the only house that I've semi-detailed. All the rest is just kind of the guts, and I thought I didn't want to do it all off camera. So these are going to be restaurants for the most part. So you're gonna walk in, there'll be a little seating area. The middle section is gonna be seating area. Then the other, you'll walk in and there's gonna be like, oh, this will be a fish restaurant or something, you know, and maybe this will be steak or whatever. So kind of like a mall food court of medieval times. I think we'll just call it the food court. How about that? So yeah, so that's the idea. I want to use all full blocks, like I say, for snow layers, and that'll be probably the last thing I do, because at that point you won't want to change up the roof anymore, you know. But let's get up here and get a little bit of advantage. I thought this worked really well. This is what is this, gray? I think this is gray terracotta. Yeah, light gray. But that goes with brick, I think, really well. I think that's a really cool look. I tried to use a lot of this kind of painted wood look. Again, trying to tie kind of the color scheme that kind of the color scheme that Krittle had over there to this. I think it works. Oh man, I could just get that one, but I'm not gonna get it. Okay. Maybe I can put it here. Nope. Yes, I can. Okay, awesome. And let's light it up while we're here. I'm interrupting myself again. I just did it. I just interrupted myself. Darn it. Oh wait, this isn't a house. Oh, this is a house. There just needs to be. I missed this section. This is supposed to be how. We'll do something with this. I don't know. It's weird. I just like walked. All of a sudden, I was outside. I thought it was in a house. So yeah. So these really weird shaped houses. I think they're turning out pretty well. Honestly, I really kind of like how it's coming. These boardwalk. We're gonna have to put some stairs and things like that to figure out what to do next. Did I make it? I don't think so. It's short. It was way short. That's good though. Oh no, it's short too. Oh my goodness. Seriously? Wow. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. This is where I've been kind of looking. Let's just see the layout, and I think it's really good, actually. I think it's really good for such a weird shape and everything. And then once we get the snow layers, I think it's going to be just super cool and all that stuff. But that, again, like I say, that's going to be last. We'll do everything. I need to put a bunch of windows in, a bunch of fencing, slabs, all the usual sort of detailing type of stuff in a kind of random fashion. I need to randomize all the cobblestone in the bottom with maybe cracked stone brick, maybe stone brick, maybe andesite, but I'm kind of thinking maybe keep the andesite, maybe just along the bottom, like a real miniature version of the gradient that Jerm used over here. Let's take a look at this real quick. I think this might be actually really good. I wonder if I have any andesite here. I don't. Let me grab some andesite. Let's do a little bit of that together. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, let's do a little bit of andesite just to look at the gradient together. I think I'm pretty sure I cooked up more cracked stone brick in here. I did. I knew I did. Oops. Leave that there. I've been cooking up a whole bunch of brick too as well. Okay. Let me grab some of this. I'm going to grab a little bit of this. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe this, I have a feeling like came from maybe Klautos' dig. So I don't want to use it all, but there we go. Okay. And let's see. Andesite. Let's go andesite. Let's go down one more and grab even just one. No, I almost fell again. I was going to fall again because I touched space. I think spacebar is the thing that does it, I think. Okay. Andesite, is this? Yes, it is. Cool. All right, let's go give it a shot and see how this looks. I think it's going to be pretty good. Yo, I just hit spacebar again. I think if I hit it again, I think I would fall. I think that's how that works. It's the weirdest glitch. Time to sleep. We'll sleep, then we'll go. Ignore the constant mom jokes about the shovel that I made for Klautos. I have a feeling it's got to be Klautos and GrumpyOwl. Those two. I have two couples here of people who are always at each other. Jerm and Ninny and Klautos and GrumpyOwl, and I need to separate them. pretty regularly. I don't really, but it's pretty funny to see them bicker back and forth. Okay, so let's just try this on one. I want to try a little bit of a gradient between these two blocks and just see how it feels. So let's mostly on the bottom, maybe not all bottom, but mostly. I'm gonna go andesite because that's gonna give it a nice. Oops. There. And then maybe like this one up here. We'll try. Oh. That's okay. How about that? Yeah, I think that might be nice. It might be a little heavy. That particular one might be just a little bit heavy on the inside. Let's try a little bit less over here and see how it goes. Something like this. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite nice, I think. How's that? Imagine like a window here, most likely. I think it's okay. I think maybe a little bit more andesite, in fact, actually. Yeah. It's not great, though, isn't it? There's something I don't like here, and it's this... I'm not crazy about this bar going across here. I might change that out for, like... I'm not sure what, like stair or a slab or something. Just because, like, it's like the same depth level there, and I feel like that's a little wonky. If I had... I do have stairs. Let me see. What if I did something like... this? It's kind of weird. I don't know. I mean, I don't certainly don't have any fence, do I? Let's pretend like this is fence and just see. I mean, that helps. That helps a lot. I don't know. It's just kind of that's a little odd there. What if I did this? See, I don't want to go the whole way across. That's no good. That's no good. That's too much the same thing. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to work that out. But let me go work out a couple of the details here, and I'll come back and figure out sort of what we're doing here. I'll do all the detailing on the bottom and stuff. I'll get all the andesite down, all the maybe the windows in, and continue trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. A bunch of fences and all that kind of stuff. Looks like I missed a few holes. Like I missed that. That should be something up there. I wonder if I missed the other one on the other side, because sometimes I just did one, I think. Yeah, I missed both. Okay. All right, so yeah, let me do some work. Also, I'm kind of hating this. I'm not sure about it yet. I just wanted to make some houses look different than others. So, oh, and these ones over here too. I should talk about these just quickly here. These houses over here. Nope. Try again. I can do it. Nope. Okay. I can do it. I can do it. Yes. Okay. These houses are weird. This one I did slopes, or I mean, I did more of a slope because it's slabs, and this one I did full blocks. I'm thinking about just building it up with snow layers. So again, it looks really kind of weird right now, but I think if you trust me and hang in there, I think it's going to be a little bit better. In fact, actually, I wouldn't mind changing up the color and doing something along these lines, but that's going to kind of make these houses all stretched kind of together because they're all the same accent spruce, but then again, maybe that's okay too. I actually kind of don't mind that. Have these two kind of connected? I think that kind of works, actually. It's kind of weird, but yeah, maybe. And then this one, I think this one needs something as well, so maybe I'll go and get a different stair for that. Okay, cool. All right, I'll go do some work and I'll be back. I've come to a couple of conclusions about what is wrong with this area, and it's hard to say, you know, when you're building something that's fairly large, like this is a sort of a little group of, what, 7 or 8 houses here. It's kind of hard to understand exactly what's wrong until you have it detailed, because, you know, you got to go with your gut. Sometimes things I'm building, I think, look just astoundingly terrible until I have it all sort of detailed out, and then think, oh no, that actually looks really nice, especially when you're dealing with a little bit more organic shapes. Not that these are totally organic or anything. That's something I don't really have the skill set to do, but something that's not rectangles, you know. Sometimes it's hard. You just got to trust yourself and trust your sort of inner artist that that you're right. So one of the things I kind of realized is a couple of these houses need to not be the same base, like, because I have all different upper colors, and try that. So one of the things I did, One of the things I did is over this house, I took it all down just now, and I put in smooth stone and stone brick, and then just a little bit of cobblestone. I think that makes a huge difference. Now this house looks terrible with the roof because this one's going to be a lot more iced over than the others, I think. So that's why it's kind of weird. But this one, I thought that since this is a centerpiece, I thought that this one could maybe go with a wood base instead of the cobblestone and stuff. And I almost, in a lot of ways, don't care which wood. So I have a lot of spruce here. Let's just try that. And yeah, I think we'll go with. Let's see, I have a bunch of dark oak too. Yeah, let's go with. Okay, let's go with dark oak and spruce. Dark oak maybe around the bottom and spruce around the top, and just see. That's a spruce accent there, isn't it? It is. I don't want to. Okay, let me try dark oak. Yeah, that's the way to go. Okay. All right, so we'll do dark oak, and then I'll do maybe like a stone brick base, and we'll try that. And just see how it goes. I thought we could come in to kind of do this together and then call it an episode for a day, because this is a lot of building. It maybe not as much progress, but it's a lot of building here for a singular episode. I was saying during my live stream about the silver tier patron, how just large those houses have been. You know, what I intended was the silver tier patron houses would just be like a house, like just this one singular house that I'm building right now, not like these 7 or 8 or 9 houses here, or not a huge giant guild, or not, you know, a whole kingdom or whatever. And so I need to try my best in the future to slide that scale back just slightly. And like the idea would be, like, if you want a silver tier house, say in Port Bray, I would just build you kind of a normal Port Bray house, you know, put a sign on it and you know, continue with the big builds. It's a nice excuse to build a bunch of bigger stuff, but also it is extremely difficult to keep up with the schedule. I just had an idea. What about this? Oh, I like it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be great. I'll just do this right along the bottom. Oops, not there. Okay. So anyway, yeah. So maybe you guys could help me remember and just stay on track on not overextending myself as far as when it comes to these kind of builds, because I just it's kind of crushing my time and schedule and things. I love doing the big builds, but it's just a matter of minutes in the day available. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Okay, that's so much better just because it's one building that's not cobblestone base. Cool. I'll take these materials. Awesome. So I am going to do interiors on these buildings, and the reason why is because I want this to be for a purpose and for a reason why. Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking about. I almost wish this was back a block. I know what a pain this is going to be, but oops. Maybe if I did, would this be better? Oops. Here? Maybe? Let's see. I'm thinking out loud. Oh, that is better. Okay, I'm gonna move it all. I'll move it all back a block. Fine, no problem. This is part of the wonder of the building processes is trial and error. Okay, anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna check out now and get the cinematic rendered and get this out. I'm actually doing this the morning it comes out, which I'm usually a day ahead, and this you know, time. So okay, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for coming out. I really do appreciate it very much. Don't forget to subscribe to all my friends in the Realm of Vasten. If you want to see more Vasten videos, more from this wonderful world that we have, the very best thing you can do is watch everyone else's videos and comment on them and like them and that kind of stuff, because that kind of encouragement helps encourage people to continue with more frequently with series, right? Like any series that you watch. Like if you love say Klautos' Fantasia series, then the best thing to do if you want more Fantasia is to comment on his Fantasia series and say, hey, I love this. Great job, Klautos. You know, give me more. I love it. I love it. That kind of stuff. That's the best way. I mean, honestly, it might not seem like a big deal, just like you know, just being a viewer, but that's why we do this. So if you want more Vasten videos, I can't encourage strongly enough to send you over to my friends videos and comment and like them and love them and you know, share and all that kind of stuff. Not just mine. I mean, thank you so much for all the support on mine. It's been really wonderful. But yeah, that's the way. That's the way. That's the way to get more. If you want more, I want more. You know, I want more. So help me out. Okay, I love you and have a great day. And I'll see you on Saturday. Okay, as best as I possibly can. I'm going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 10:30 a.m. Vasten videos, best as I can. Okay, I'll talk to you on next episode.